Good day, folks, and welcome to Journey and Awakening of the Anointed with Mr. Buzz. I'm going to make a video here about, in response to a comment that I just got yesterday. It's not really a request for this video, but when I read the comment, I thought, yeah, I got to make a video about that. Before I get started, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button for me, if you're into, this is the channel of authenticity, I always say. Authenticity and truth, and if you're into that, then hit the subscribe thing and the notification bell. I make videos pretty much every day, and smashing that like button really helps me a lot, so thanks very much in advance for doing that. Now, this comment I got from Jusnik1389. I'm 35. Oh, sorry. First, it was a comment on a video I made called "When Men Lose Their Identity." It was a video about men going through a divorce or a breakup, kind of losing their rights to their children, losing their identity, losing who they are, basically. And this is the comment that was left. I'm 35 and have no woman or kids. Impossible to get a woman today. I agree. It was when I was younger, it was so easy to go out and find another woman. It's really not anymore. For some reason, it's near impossible. That's correct. He says, I'm just done. What is the point of being an engineer and earning what I do for myself only? Women love selling their bodies on the internet and buy things with the money. But what is the point of that? All the things are so pointless. I'm truly done with women and myself even. That's the part that really bothered me because, okay, done with women, you can't be done with yourself. We got to talk about that. He says, I'm tired of it all, and this complaining text is just as pointless. Won't change anything. Maybe it offered me some pressure off. I don't know. Well, yeah, everybody needs to vent, my man, so I feel your pain. First thing I want you to know, boy, I feel your pain. Big time. Women like to sell their body on the internet. Yep, I made videos about not only women selling their bodies on the internet and doing inappropriate things, but housewives, mothers, who have daughters they might have a teenage daughter in school. They're going on Facebook and they're posting slut pictures. They're dancing in lingerie. Like, whoa, these are supposed to be the mothers of these young girls. And I mean, these young girls might look on the internet and see their mother doing that stuff. It's become so acceptable by society that people are just doing very inappropriate things. Totally. Now, the problem, I don't want to blame this on totally just on women, because women have been coerced into acting this way. Okay, so the social engineers who control how this world goes have done their homework. They have really done their homework. They want a communist system that they can control easily. This is actually the reason that Islam is their preferred religion, because Muslims are very easily controlled. They're very structured and they adhere to their religion and their doctrine. They pray 5 times a day. They don't veer away from that too much. So this is why the social engineers are really liking the looks of an Islamic world. Okay, but in the Western world, where Islam is not necessarily the predominant religion, although it's getting there, but we have, well, let's just talk about the secular world. We have a society that for them is going to be hard to control. Especially, well, not even just the secular world, the Christian world too. because you have family units, okay? Family units. They don't want family units. That's the last thing they want. So they've been working diligently to turn men and women against each other, to convince women that they've been missing out on something, and convince them to go out there and, go for your career now and be independent. You don't need any man. You don't need this. You don't be tied down with children and blah, blah, blah. And the women are eating this up with a spoon. Well, that's all fine and good. They might enjoy themselves for a few years. They're going to realize when they get older, hold it now, I'm lonely. I don't have any children there's all this stuff missing out of my life. That's because you listen to the social engineers. So women are being led down, what's the words? Well, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And they think they have good intentions for themselves, but they're on the road to hell. They don't understand that the way this whole system was created by God, by our Creator, is that it takes a man and a woman, create a family. It's how it all works. As soon as we stop doing that, the species is done. Okay, there's no more life on Earth. There might be life, but it won't be humans. It'll be something else. And the social engineers are on this 24/7 through social media, through entertainment, through everything that molds us, right? It molds our thinking. They've got women thinking that the way to go is to be independent, have a career, and men are bad. That's basically it. And it also teaches them, if they're good looking, if they're attractive, well, they've got a real asset there. So this is why you see the women are online basically selling their bodies online, because they've suddenly been told, wow, I'm hot and I'm attractive, and men want this. Men want this. They'll pay me for it. OnlyFans is like the worst scourge that ever hit the internet. What a thing. Just let's get women on there having no integrity, no respect for themselves, doing all these, whatever. I've never been on OnlyFans. I don't even know what they do, but I'm sure they do some pretty wild stuff for money. It's not really much different than being a prostitute. It's the same thing. So, Jusnik 1389, I sympathize with you, buddy. I found the same thing. We are literally at the point where going out to find a woman is pretty much pointless. She's probably going to leave you, even if you find one that you like, and you might start something with her, and you might even get married, whatever. She's probably going to leave you. The only way you can really trust that you've found a good woman and that your situation is probably good for you is to allow the Lord to guide it. If the Lord guides two people together, He knows those people have what it takes to make a family and to stay together and persevere. Unless you find a God-fearing woman who truly believes in the fact that she has a creator and wants to respect that, you're going to get the same thing. Worldly women will leave you. They will believe what they're being told, that they don't need a man. They've got breasts and a nice ass. They can go out there and be successful other ways. Well, it's all empty. When they get older, they're going to realize they're alone. They have no children. They have nothing. They're going to be sitting in their apartments alone, thinking, "Wow, this was all bogus. I should have had a family. I should have a husband. I should have some kids. I could have a family, but here I am alone. And a lot of men, same thing, ending up alone. But with men, it's not usually by choice. The women are choosing this now. So as a man, you're a sitting duck. If you go out there and you think finding a woman and settling down, and you're probably setting yourself up for 10 years from now, she's going to change her mind, she's going to leave you, and she's going to have you paying child support while she's banging someone else. And, another guy is taking your kids to baseball games and stuff while you're sitting at home thinking, I got no money because I just gave it all to her. And yeah, that's where you're going to go with it. What's the solution? Abolish the internet. Find these social engineers and chop their testicles off. Because they're mostly men. There's some women too, but they're mostly men doing this. They are eugenicists. They are control freaks. They are tyrants. They're molding the world the way they want it. And as long as they're doing that, sorry, Jusnik 1389, I think you get that right, yep. The situation's not going to get any better. Not at all. What you want to do is focus on yourself. Okay, focus on yourself. And if you do want to find a woman eventually, make sure she's a God-fearing woman, a Christian woman who believes in the Lord, not only believes in the Lord, but knows that this is the natural order of things. This is how it's supposed to be. And wants to nurture children rather than someone who's pro-abortion and all this evil stuff. If it's not a Christian woman, you're screwed. I don't think there's... Now, I mean, if you're a Muslim and you find a Muslim woman, I think they do pretty good. I don't think their divorce rate is as high. I don't know that, though, for sure. That's a guess. Maybe Muslims get divorced all the time. I don't know. That's something I really don't know. But I know the divorce rate is definitely, like if you go in the secular world versus the Christian world, the Christians are much less likely to divorce than people from the secular society. So that is my advice to you, is don't even consider anybody who's not a Christian, first of all. And if you decide you don't want to get a woman and you just want to stay alone, well, I can't blame you, because women have fallen very far. They've fallen to a level that makes me scared of them too. I'm lonely and I'd love to have one, but boy, I'd be really scared getting into a serious relationship or getting married with anybody. If the Lord says, yes, this is the one for you, then I would do it. Without the Lord saying that, I wouldn't even know what to do. I'd be very, very scared, for sure. So turn to the Lord. Turn to Jesus Christ. He is the way, the truth, and the life, the Lord of Lords, and the King of Kings.